everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I figured today we would take it a little bit more personal and we would do the tag get to know me. Turn my phone on silent. A get to know me tag. I figured you guys don't know me very well. This is my third video uploading, so I figured I'd just do a little Q&A and answer a few questions about myself. Make sure you subscribe and ring that bell down below for more videos about me and my style and fashion related, and then also make sure you follow me on Instagram for more style inspiration. So let's go ahead and get into the video. First question is, what is your favorite Netflix show? I don't really watch Netflix right now. I've really been into Ozark on Netflix. That's been a great one to watch, but also I've been rewatching Psych on Amazon Prime. I love Psych. So funny. You should watch it if you haven't. Show us your song tab on Spotify. So basically on Spotify, I listen to a lot of like R&B and pop songs, I guess. So I listen to a lot of Miguel. Right now, I get into a mood, and like that mood is what I listen to for a solid week. So right now, Miguel is like my mood, and I've been just listening to him nonstop. It's been the best. But I also make my own playlists, which are fun. Where did I grow up? I grew up in a small town in Illinois called Decatur. Technically Mount Zion. I went to Mount Zion. Small little farm town, 3 hours south of Chicago, 2.5 hours from St. Louis. It was great. Grew up living there. Small town, made a lot of friends. I'm still close to those friends too. Where do you currently live? I currently live in Arizona. I live in Scottsdale, and I've been out here since last June, so June of 2019, and I've loved it out here ever since. I love the weather. I was so tired of the Midwest winds. If you were from a small town in the Midwest, you would understand the winds are ridiculous. I was also tired of the gross winters. So yeah, I moved out here and just been in love with the weather, and the people out here are really nice. Who's your first best friend? I would say my first real best friend would have to be my friend Genty. We technically met in like the 3rd grade. We had the same 3rd grade teacher, and I was such an awkward 3rd grader I just didn't know how to talk to people. I was such an introvert, and I asked her if she wanted to come over and ride horses with me, and which I don't remember saying that, but she said that I said it, and she went home and asked her mom, and her mom said no. And then we never talked after that, and then 8th grade rolled around and we continued talking. Again, that sparked our friendship because we were in show choir together. So I would say Genty because she technically is still my best friend. Now she lives in Illinois still. I miss you so much, Genty. How tall am I? I am 5'10" and a little bit. Like, I'm a little over 5'10", but I'm basically 5'10". If you watched my first video, you would know that, because I said it. Dogs or cats? I would have to say I'm definitely a dog person. Been a dog person my whole life, but we really, in the family I grew up in, we love all kinds of animals. I grew up kind of on a farm. I had horses, dogs, and barn cats. At one point we had bunnies, but yeah, I would say dogs. Wow, that was a big burp, Jeej. She just had dinner. I would definitely say dogs are number one to me over cats. Love all animals, but dogs are just something else. Next question. What is my funniest moment throughout high school? There's so many. All right, okay, I'll put you down. The funniest moment, I would have to say, I don't know, there's so many awkward moments that I had in high school. I was so awkward in high school. There was a moment like my senior year when I face planted in PE when we were playing mat ball, which are these like large mats that I think people wrestle on, but my foot like went underneath the corner and I just face planted on that, and that was really fun. But my favorite memory from high school was my friend Genty. It was at my friend Gabby's birthday party. and Genti's gonna hate me for saying this, but we were at her birthday party and we were having a good time and we were walking in her neighborhood and Genti jumps over a crack on like the sidewalk. And I'm like, oh, Genti, you're so cool. Like, you jumped over a crack. And she's like, you think that's cool? Watch this. And she jumps over a fence that's like not even that high. It's like barely a fence. It's like the little metal things. It's like barely a fence. She jumps over it and her foot catches the metal fence and she just face plants right on the concrete. And I like couldn't even help her up. I was laughing so hard. That probably has to be one of my best moments. One of my best memories from high school. What year were you born? I was born in 1997. So I just turned 23, which is crazy to think that I'm getting that old. Are you in/have you gone to college? I have gone to college. I graduated last May, not like May of 2019. I went to Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana. And it was so much fun. I made so many friends and joined a sorority and had a blast. What is your favorite drink? Are we talking alcoholic or non-alcoholic? Because that's very important. My favorite drink, like normally, like non-alcoholic, I really like drinking water. Like I know that's weird. Not a lot of people like drinking water, but I love water. So great. And coffee. I love coffee too. But my alcoholic beverage, that would have to be a dirty martini with gin. I love dirty martinis. If you can make a good dirty martini, I'm your best friend. What is your spirit animal and why? I would have to say my spirit animal would be a French bulldog because I have one and we're basically the same person. So I feel like it's just natural for me to be a French bulldog, but also my friends like to say that my spirit animal is a sloth because I'm a very slow walker. I'm tall, but like I can barely keep up with my friends that are like 5'2". You're wearing perfume. What scent is it? Well, if you watched my last video, you would know that I'm a very big perfume connoisseur. And I am wearing perfume. I'm wearing the Michael Kors sparkling blush perfume that I got from my friend Gabby. Tea or coffee? I love both. I love tea and I love coffee. I think they both serve a good purpose. I like drinking tea at night. I love having a cup of coffee in the morning. But if I had to choose one, I would probably have to say coffee. It just wakes me up more in the morning. Even if I do drink caffeinated tea, I'm still kind of groggy. What are your life goals? That's such a hard question to answer. My life goals, I have so many, but like right now in this uncertain time, I'm unsure about like where my life is going. So I hope my main life goal is just to be happy and hope that when I reach my goal and as I'm trying to pursue my life goals that I'm happy in what I'm doing and I'm living a happy, healthy life. What sports do you play or have you played? This is hard because I've played so many sports, especially growing up. I played like pretty much every sport. I played volleyball. I played soccer for like a very short period of time when I was a little kid. I played basketball. I danced and I sang because I was in show choir. And then I golfed. I love golfing. I also grew up showing horses, so I was in equestrian for a really long time, pretty much since I was born to when I was a senior in high school. A long time. Have any books you read changed your life? That's a hard one because I love reading. None of them have particularly changed my life, but some of them, like I obviously have books that I really love. Like I love The Glass Castle. I'll put an insert of it like over here. That's an amazing memoir. You should definitely read it. I actually haven't seen the movie yet, but I read the book and it's phenomenal. And then I'm actually reading, I'll go grab it. I'm actually reading Expectation, a novel by Anna Hope. And this is a really good book. It's about 3 women's lives. They're like they're like middle-aged and they're all connected in some way. And sounds kind of cheesy, but it's such a good book. And I'm about like halfway through it. I can't wait to finish it. All right, next question. What's your favorite movie? I love this question. So my favorite movie is definitely, I think my thing's about to overheat. Oh no, hold on. Okay, so this question was, what's your favorite movie? I love cheesy comedies. I grew up with two brothers and a dad who loved watching SNL, so I grew up watching SNL. I love cheesy comedies. I think my favorite movie right now, it used to be Zoolander for a really long time, but my favorite movie is Corky Romano. And it's not a well-known movie at all, but if you ever get the chance to watch it, watch it. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I love watching makeup videos, so I'm really into like Tati, obviously, and Carly Bible. Those are probably my top two people that I watch on the regular. So this question is, do you speak any languages and how well? I speak English fluently, obviously. I'm half Armenian, so like I know a few words in Armenian and Spanish just because I grew up learning Spanish in high school. But English is definitely my go-to. Can't really speak any other languages. I want to learn. I would love to learn French, but English is definitely the one I rely on right now. Are you single or taken? I feel like you guys don't need to know that right now. Maybe I'll talk about it in an upcoming video. What is your idea of your dream date? Honestly, right now, because we're in quarantine and can't really go out, my dream date would be to go to like a nice restaurant. But normally on first dates, I really hate eating in front of people, so I prefer to do something more active, like go on a hike or go bowling or something fun, like do an activity. Right now, I would really just love to go to like a nice restaurant and eat in. How long was your longest relationship? I would say my longest relationship was probably a year and a half, a little over a year and a half. That probably was my longest relationship. How would you describe your fashion sense? Well, since I'm making a YouTube channel about it, I would like to think my fashion sense is great, or at least good, mediocre. I have a very wide fashion sense where like I love, like my style is all over the place. I love really girly things and pink. Also love like edgy, black, edgy, like cool. I ride a motorcycle actually, which not a lot of people know. So I have like the whole motorcycle gear, the Doc Martens, the very cool kind of style. What is my go-to hairstyle? Normally, my go-to hairstyle recently has been like a high ponytail with like a bow in my hair because it's been so hot out here lately, but normally if I want to look nice, I'll just curl it. It's really easy to curl. How many siblings do you have? I have two brothers. I'm the middle child. I have an older brother who lives out in California now and a younger brother who goes to school in Indiana. What is your go-to fast food order? That's tough because I've been eating out more, but I haven't been going to fast food. So there's a chain out here called the Original Chop Shop. They have good bowls, they're okay, their sandwiches are better, but their acai bowls are so good. If you ever get the chance to go to the Original Chop Shop, get their acai bowl, you won't be disappointed, I promise. Do you use a PC or a Mac? I use a Mac. I'm not a crazy person. Your most memorable vacation memory? I have so many of those because for some reason whenever we go on vacation, something bad always happens or something memorable always happens. Probably my most memorable, like the story my family tells the most is probably when my dad accidentally bear sprayed all three of us, including like my two brothers and I, because my mom wasn't there, she was out somewhere else. But we were going on a hike, and bear spray is pretty much like high-grade pepper spray, and we were going on a hike in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, before Jackson Hole, Wyoming was cool, and the place we were going was like heavily populated with bears, and the people at the hotel told us we should go get bear spray just to be safe, and so my dad did, and it was our first time working with bear spray, and so my older brother was reading him the instructions on how to set it, and my dad had the door open in our new rental car and set it off, and so it sprayed the inside of the door and then ricocheted back into the car and basically fumigated all of us. and we were dying, and the worst part was this was a really hard hike, and we had to keep our windows open in our car after we just got bear sprayed and go walk the hike because our car, we couldn't even sit in it. It was so bad. So it was a terrible experience. Don't recommend getting bear sprayed ever. Do you have any bad habits? Yes. I love sweets. It's like my weakness, especially I have no self-control. If it's in the apartment, I will eat it. So like I can't keep things, when I go grocery shopping, I physically cannot have things in my apartment because I will eat them. It's terrible. Tell us one thing that we wouldn't know about you. That's hard because I literally just told you guys that I grew up showing horses and I ride my motorcycle. What do you not know about me? I guess in horses, in high school, I was top 10 in the world 4 years in a row. So that was really fun. It was tough to get to that level, but it was fun. So yeah, that's this video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you got to learn a little bit more about me in my life. I'd love to learn a little bit about you. Comment down below. Answer any of those questions that I just said. And yeah, I hope you subscribe and ring that bell for more videos, and follow me on Instagram for style inspiration, life, anything in general. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.